The bear is a large predator that is unusually strong and undoubtedly dangerous for humans. Bears are the largest modern land-based predators on the planet, but they didn't evolve very long ago, just 5 or 6 million years ago. The earliest ancestors of brown bears in this category were the ancient cave and short-faced bears, which were much larger than today's bears. Bears don't fight very often, but we've made a selection of bear fights, mostly over prey territory or over females. It's a bit of a stretch to call this a bear fight, but it's more of two male grizzly bears fighting each other. Very big and strong animals with their forelegs have huge claws, and given their enormous strength they are a deadly weapon. A human grizzly can kill a man in one blow. What's going on in this video of the battle and of bears is hard to call. The real battle of the bears will come later. The battle of the bears. Grizzly bear fight with punching and biting, and this is just a beautiful video of non-contact conflict. Although the video was taken during the mating season, at which time conflicts between male grizzlies can be much more violent. Sometimes such fights end up to the death of one of the males. Aside from the mating season, grizzlies fight during the salmon spawning season, when they catch migrating salmon in shallow waters and rivers, and it's not uncommon for them to clash over a fishing ground. Here's more video of the Battle of Bears. American Corey Bale witnessed two bears fighting in the backyard of his home in New Jersey as the animals struggled on their hind legs. The eyewitness speculated that the fight was over a female bear. The fight lasted about a minute and was followed by in the yard. Two huge bears are fighting. Bears. Grizzly bears can be called nomads and are constantly on the move in search of food. In there they avoid encountering other grizzly bears. Conflicts between bears are rare and only become more frequent during mating season. Although the bears' diets are based on plant food and insects, they may also hunt large animals. Tourist traveler Daniel Luden, wandering through the foxes of Finland, accidentally witnessed a fierce fight between two brown bears. He filmed the fight between the fearsome animals on video. The footage shows the huge wild animals slowly approaching each other at first. They walk in circles as if outlining their territory. They growl menacingly, and only then do they fight. After several encounters, their bellicose spirit does not fade, but rather, it flares up. They attack with increasing fury, striking one another with powerful paws with their paws and sharp fangs. However, the author of the video does not tell us about the end of the bear fight. But the author of the video doesn't say anything about the final part of the bear fight. In the footage you can see two large bears approaching each other cautiously. At one point the animals growl threateningly. In this position they for more than a minute, and it seemed that they could separate, but they didn't. The furious brown bears begin to fight, and there are two big, and you can see what happened next in the video. The brown bear is a forest animal. Its usual habitat in Russia is a thick forested area with litter and burnt forests with dense thickets of deciduous shrubs and grasses. The animal may also enter tundra, and in high mountain forests an epic battle of huge bears has overgrown legends of the cameraman. The video of the battle between two bears in Canada is unique. The battle is truly epic. First the grizzlies growled menacingly at each other, and then they went into hand-to-hand combat, and eventually one fell into the ravine at the side of the road, but the other quickly regained his balance and darted off again. The male can be quite dangerous. It is worth bearing in mind that this species can weigh up to a ton and be nearly 2 meters and 80 centimeters. For humans, the brown Siberian bear has a smaller. It measures up to 2 meters and 60 centimeters and 800 kilograms. It's more dangerous because of its considerable continent-wide omnivorousness and a great interest in human life. These predators and sometimes outright lose fear of humans and come into populated areas primarily interested in food scraps for food. Tourists are highly discouraged to leave food near the camp because it may attract bears attracted to food and protecting their young, or simply overexcited, and the bear may attack. And its paws, with their 8-inch claws and powerful jaws, are very dangerous. The U.S. brown bear is a grizzly, and it's even more aggressive than its Siberian counterpart. At 450 kilograms, its attacks can be spontaneous, and sometimes it's very difficult to know what the bear, so tourists in their habitat as well as local residents have to be extremely cautious. Especially careful for those who go to the river. The most dangerous bear in the world is the polar bear. The largest modern polar bear, his height can exceed 3 meters and weighs a ton. Dwelling in bipolar areas, it doesn't have much contact with humans, but mishaps do occur. The polar bear's hunting instinct is unusually strong. And the conditions of the tundra or icy wilderness allow them to see their prey from miles away and make it impossible to hide. On sighting a human, this predator may be curiosity and simply observe and attack. Especially aggressive are those individuals who have already had contact with poachers in the past and suffered from their actions. They tend to attack humans unconditionally. So bears can really be dangerous to humans. And some of their species are a real threat. It's worth to know that calm and competent behavior can often save you even when you come into direct contact with predators, but it's best not to encounter them at all.